for sure.
Raven's AoE spells are very good here, right? And they're not hard to land as well. Maybe it's a Templar Assassin safe lane for Alliance, because it's very good against Beastmaster nowadays, because Beastmaster doesn't want to get the boars against Enchantress, so he goes X, and Templar can not always use Refraction and doesn't get damaged. So yeah, I like the Templar Assassin safe lane here for Alliance, but yeah, I'm with you guys. The teamfight factor, Ravens is superior, very superior.
It's not just team fights, also it's their ability to split push. Let's say you would lose the lanes as Ravens. Unfortunate for them. You have Puck who can split push. Who catches him on Alliance's side, right? Like, it's very hard for them to catch it. Beastmaster can also send like his creeps to push out one lane. So Ravens, this draft is a lot more well-rounded, but I do think they need some form of a carry who can frontline, because you got Crystal Maid and Puck. Snappfire's not that fragile, but Crystal Maid and Puck, if caught, die in an instant. So you need some guy who can take some damage in the front line for the team right now.
Yeah, yo, they just banned Tide Hunter, right?
Tide Hunter.
I'm a little bit blind actually. Yeah, I think they banned it.
What do you mean? Yeah, isn't your eye working perfectly? Come on.
Yeah,
one eye is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, like, I use glasses that's over here, and I use the sunglasses because my eyes are so bad at the moment because I got a sty or a lesion, something like that. It's pretty bad. But yeah, I think to fight your Alliance. Yeah, I love Enigma actually. Yeah, it can work. I just love Enigma. I mean, it's a pretty good call actually.
I mean, for Ravens, they're going to go for a carry. Morphling is in the pool, and that is one of Dad's most played heroes. Shadow Fiend as well, but again, I want something more like the Slark or the Sven for them. But I think the Sven in general, just all the extra armor against the TA,
I like the
against
Sven.
the Tusk. I think I would definitely go for Sven if I was playing, but I'm not. We don't know anything compared to these players.
Yeah. I think the problem about picking a Sven here as Ravens, that Alliance can just pick Timbersaw, and it's pretty decent game for Timbersaw. Pretty good against Snapfire, just pretty good against Beastmaster, and also Sven. But I just like the idea about the Enigma.
Right. Yeah, there's this Lark you asked for, Automol. Nice. So there's a front line. Now we have you have an aggressive carry.
Just pick Enigma, I think, right?
I like Enigma for Ben Jazz. What else did he go for? They could go
Vitaly,
for Primal
right?
Beast.
Actually, right? It's Vitaly.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Yeah, Vitaly. What do they have? I still like the Enigma if they can go for it.
Yeah, he plays
they
it.
They go for Brewmaster sometimes.
I feel like when you play against Lark, you need AoE damage, right? Just like Enigma.
Can they go? I thought about DK, but I don't think that's the pick here, is it?
I don't think so, especially when playing against Lark. It's gonna be a pretty hard lane.
Yeah.
Pretty tough.
Yeah. What else? Primal Beast could be an option because does give you that AoE team fight, like not AoE, so AoE damage that you talked about. But I don't know. I do like the Enigma, but you are also up against like the Roar as well as the Puck Dream Coil. So there are counters to it if they want to go for it for Vitaly. Pangolier is out of the pool. Broodmother is out of the pool. These are two of his most played heroes. Beastmaster is already picked by the other side. So I think, I was going to go with the Doom is going to be an option. I don't like the Doom, though. I don't like it.
Same. I don't like... When
I like how Otto just switches instantly. Like, oh my god, Doom, I don't like it. Nah, crap hero.
To be honest with you, I think Slark is way better than Doom. I mean, if you get Doom, of course, it's pretty hard, but you just go to the Fog. If you can go to a Fog, of course, it's gonna be just easy for Slark. You know, the regeneration is pretty good. It's pretty decent against Doom on the lane phase. I just love the Ravens draft, actually. I mean, my heart wants to go with Ravens, but my brain just go to Alliance. What are you talking about? But I'm going with Alliance.
I had the heart.
Oh, roasted. Okay, so Otto?
I know I'm not gonna go with Lions. I'm gonna go with Ravens on this one. I'm gonna go against my buddy here. I think their team fight's too good. I don't like Doom offlane. I feel like it's too greedy. You also have to it has to be tough making a lot of space. It's fragile sports. No, I Ravens team fight, good split push. I'm all in on Ravens. I'll bet Sherlock's heart on it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so you're betting nothing. Nice one.
Yeah,
So let's go
exactly.
to our casters Rada and Guipepe for game number 2. Let's do it.
All right. A little bit of fun bantering happening on the panel, as I do believe that they were split in their final decisions. Guipepe, you'll be the deciding vote.
Hey Rada, I do agree with our panel. I think Ravens draft stronger, but I disagree only one thing about Doom against Lark lane phase. I would disagree with Sherlock. I mean, in the game, I don't like Doom against Lark. I don't like it at all. But on the lane, I see sometimes Doom winning that lane. I mean, his AoE is so strong early on. I don't think Slark can trade with him when he has his Scorched Earth on. So I think it's all about the Mirana Doom timing with Scorched Earth to just pressure Slark. But overall on the game, yeah, I'm not really into this Doom pick. I'd rather have the Enigma, like our panel said. But I can see Doom winning the lane against Slark. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going, based on draft, I'm going with Ravens. But I think Alliance is better and they are simply going to win.
Alrighty, yeah. So they're simply better, so they're going to win the game. Okay, I'm with that.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
That's what I expect.
Not pulling any punches here early, Guipepe. As it looks like the runes are gonna be a sleepy start, just gonna go 2 for 2. No 5 men or 10 men smoking in the beginning of the game like we saw in game number 1, but that makes sense. The level 1 spells aren't quite nearly as good here. As Gardic and Dismar still just swapping around. Analog looking to maybe make a rotation in. He hasn't skilled yet. Now he's going to go Snowball. Coming forward. That's going to be... the good slow from the Scatter Blast of Dismar. But they are going to force Dismar back to base.
He may die. Oh. Dismar. Oh my. So close. But yeah, it's funny that Analog went for Snowball level 1. I mean, if he was thinking that Snap would get Cookie, okay, but Snap don't want to get Cookie level 1.
Right, I mean, that would kind of almost be a win by default by forcing her to go Cookie.
I'm not sure it's a win by default, because Cookie's not that bad, but yeah, you usually don't want that level 1. So maybe. I'm not really into that Snowball level 1 to try to get the kill, but whatever. For a mid laner, the first level goes through so fast and you get level 2 so fast, so I don't think it matters for Analog. But yeah, Dismar is alive, doing well. Now he can TP back bottom. But yeah, I think Ravens, it's so much easier to play Ravens draft here. I mean, we look at bottom lane, you have Enchantress, so yeah, you can take some of the pressure that Beastmaster brings, and like Liu said, usually I'm not really into this Templar against Beastmaster lane, but Beastmaster can't go for bar because of Enchantress, so with Wild Axes, I think the Templar is fine. So we look at bottom lane, yeah, I think it's good for Alliance. We look at mid lane, usually Tusk has an advantage against Puck. I think Puck farms as well, and with levels, yeah, she can do a lot, but usually on lanes, Tusk is better. So yeah, 2 lanes for Alliance. And we look at top lane, Mirana and Doom. It's such an easy lane to play, because you keep on pushing the wave non-stop. Mirana can arrow the ranged creep, Doom can just devour 1 creep, and then the creep wave is under the enemy's tower, and they can't do anything against you. So yeah, I think even though I'd rather be playing on Ravens draft, I like Alliance lanes. I like a lot, actually. And even if you don't push the top lane with Doom and Mirana, I think they have a lot of damage to deal with Slark early on. Slark can't keep on trading against Scorched Earth and Starstorm and all that. So yeah, I really do like the Alliance lanes.
So then what should be the answer here? Or like, are we we'll focus up on the top lane, because that's the lane that we last talked about. So we can't trade into this lane, right? And Slark, I feel like traditionally isn't necessarily a hero that likes to last hit under his tower. So what are some are we going to be looking at like creep wave manipulation, something along those lines? What are the ways that we're going to try to level this out to get a win for the Raven lane?
I mean, I think early on you simply try to farm if you're Slark and ask for CM to keep on spamming skills and get levels. Slark with levels, okay, he's fine here. But early on, it's not that easy. I mean, it's not like Alliance will kill him as well, because Alliance will keep on pushing the wave, so they can't really kill Slark because he'll just go under tower. So I think he'll farm. He'll just be harassed pretty hard. And he can't trade with Doom. It's really hard to trade against a hero that has a Scorched Earth. I still think he will farm. That's not a big issue for Slark. It's just that he will not be able to pressure as much as you hope Slark could early on. That's the only problem. But it's not like, oh my god, Slark will not have a lane. I think he will.
Okay, so it's not a horror story up
No,
top
it's
for
not.
God.
It's not supposed to be.
Sure,
you never know.
Sure, and of course, well, the game of Dota, dude, you truly never know how things are gonna break out as Lumiere does reconnect. So hopefully we will have the game resume. As we have been having some issues earlier. They were talking about DDoS. If you guys are new to the cast,
that's not cool.
That is not cool, dude. I agree. Yeah. Like, in fact, I think that's the opposite of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we'll look down bottom here, as they do have an early level advantage on the Benjaz. I guess that is the advantage of your support being pushed all the way back to the fountain, is you got a wave or two free XP.
Yes, but Enchantress bottom, this hero is so strong on lane. It's so strong. Good luck, Ravens playing bottom lane. Enchantress, those heroes that you pick and you know you will win your safe lane. While on top, they're going in.
Oh.
Okay, some good harass actually. I didn't think Slark could do so much against Doom right now. I would think he would be lower on HP. But yeah, great plays. I mean, you have Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden like Enchantress. Usually when you pick that hero, you will win your safe lane. So yeah, good harass. I mean, if you can get this kind of harass early on against Doom, yeah, you are fine.
Yeah, so all things were not as it seemed. I mean this Doom, and now it feels like and I mean he didn't really bring a whole lot of resources. Meanwhile in the mid lane, PP and Analog, they're slapping at each other down bottom, taking a quick glimpse. Gosh, there's just action happening all over the map, Guipepe.
Nice try. I mean, I'm starting to think now that maybe this new Mirana skill build going for Star Storm and Leap early on, not going for Arrow, maybe it's not good for this lane. I mean, I get the point. It's really good to keep on harassing. Oh, Enchantress? That's fine. It's really good to keep on harassing, but I think Alliance would want to push the wave. So the arrow would be better. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking about it. While mid will have a dive.
Yeah, and PP on the wrong side of the tower, but again, he's under the protection of his creep wave, so I don't think he tanked a single tower shot throughout the course of that. He does have a double wave onto Analog, so he will be able to dive again whenever his spells come off cooldown if he so chooses.
Yeah, and it's really important to get that early on advantage, because usually Tusk simply wins this lane. He will farm more. He's so beefy and so has a lot of damage. So yeah, great plays by PP on mid lane. You gotta try to put pressure somehow, and he's doing it.
Little bit of harass up top, but nothing too serious. He doesn't have his big buddy with him on the Doom. He has the creep wave all the way back by his tower. And I mean, so this Leap Starstorm build, do we take Arrow at level 3?
I don't think so. I mean, since Chalicore didn't want to go for Arrow, look at where the wave is. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Because since you are not pushing, the wave is way back and Doom has a lot of space to pressure Slark. So you make the Slark won't be able to free farm. But yeah, actually, looking at it right now, I like what Alliance is doing top. Even though Doom got harassed early on. Right now, I think it's a good
Okay,
idea.
so he did. Oh gosh, no, down bottom. We missed first blood.
Oh, they got a kill on Enchantress. It's not the easiest kill, but I mean, right now it's around the time the supports want to die to fulfill their mid's battle. Yeah, usually supports, I think, around 4 and 6 minutes they want to die on lane. They don't have resources anymore. They want to go all in so they can die in TP mid to get their mid's battle. I think it's how support think about the game right now.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely... Because you're going to have to go back to base in one way or another. So there's going to be a dive back behind the mid-tier 1 tower trying to bring down Sarah, but Dodd is able to get the kill. And now he's man fighting with Vitali. Scorched Earth. You know, the damage. Dodd, he is going to go down. There's going to be the Frostbite from Sarah. Still chasing forward Vitali. Uses the wand charges.
Oh, he got
with the Scorched Earth. Oh, just the duration just ends. He would have been able to walk down Sarah, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, and that's what I expect of Doom. Slark can't man fight him. I mean, he had no option. He couldn't run away. But that's it. When Doom has Scorched Earth, it's so strong against Slark. And Chilicore dies, instantly TP's mid. Yeah, supports like to die around right now. Maybe we'll see a Crystal Mating. Oh no, she went back for base. Okay, so she can do the same. I mean, it's not crazy to say that supports want to die right now, because I think that's true.
Yeah, and there's the bottle refill from Sarah as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Frostbite. Now we're coming forward. Waning Rift. We're going to drop the coil as well. Trying to man fight just a little bit is the Tusk hero here. But Analog forced to use the Fairy Fire. Another Frostbite. He is so tanky indeed. Oh, Snowball to dodge it out. Here comes his supports. There are friends in the area. Theo Lacour as well as Gardic. Now they're chasing. Onto Sarah. Leap forward. Onto the low ground. They're going to deny the regeneration rune and pay his fate. I cannot believe they were not able to bring down the Tusk, dude.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why you pick Tusk mid, why you pick Tiny mid. Because even if a support tries to rotate and get this kill, sometimes you simply can't. Because the hero is so beefy, so tanky, so hard to kill him. Well played and great ice shards by Analog. So yeah, did a really good job surviving that gank. Yeah, and look at the last hits. Alliance has top 3. Yeah, that's my only concern about Raven's draft is the lane phase. I mean, they are farming, it's not that bad, but Alliance is getting a really good early game.
Yeah, and I mean, Ravens, they seem to be an early game team, right? Because I mean, they.
Yep. But we have a problem here, Rada. They usually win the early game and lose the game. If they lose the early game, maybe they win the game. Maybe, who knows?
Maybe we flip it around. As that's going to be the coil use in the mid lane, able to bring down the Tusk.
It's every single time. That's always happens. They get a good early game and lose the game. Right now, they're losing the early game, so maybe that's what they needed to win. You never know.
I mean, we'll test the strategy out here in real time as the dive is in onto Sarah. Gonna get back by the tower. So it's just that poke harass damage that's gonna make things so scary. We do have Doom up on the Doom. He's gonna drop that bench. Oh, the arrow not going to connect. They're gonna chase onto the Slark. Slark's still level 5, so there is no reprise for him in the woods.
You see that?
As we have a TP. No, the TP is going to be canceled. But Dismar's TP does get himself up to the top lane. Just barely going to limp away from this is Dodd.
And now they want to get Mirana.
Nice. Yeah, and they are going to be able to bring down Theo Lacour here.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it looked like a free kill on Slark, but he survived it. And now with this smart TP, they got the kill on Mirana. And now they want to get Doom.
Frostbite. Thought about the Scatter Blast, not going to use it. Analog going to TP himself up here to the top lane, try to make a rotation.
And they got to go on Slark before he gets his level 6.
Oh, meanwhile, they found the Enchantress. Pippi going to use he's going to use the coil here to ensure the kill on the Enchantress. 5-2 here. Even though they are behind in net worth, they are leading in the kills.
And that's a problem for Ravens. They can't have a nice early game, so stop reacting, Ravens. Lose the early game and then you go for it. But yeah, great plays that top lane by Ravens. I mean, it's like not dying, they get the kill on Mirana. Tusk tipping top and getting nothing. Yeah, that's really good. Because Alliance were top 3 last hits. Had the top 3 last hits. Now, Puck got some farm. Mistmaster got some farm. Slark's still screwed, but that's life. That's Slark for you.
The Slark, he does seem like he takes a while to get online and to get the things that he needs.
Yeah, but now he's level 6. He can go jungle. It's no problem, I think, for Slark. Even though his early game was not that good, he can simply go jungle and farm, push lanes. It's way easier for him to play now.
A prize.
Is it any kind of concern though, the net worth differential? I mean, this is 2K. The whole 2K net worth differential is on the cores. I know that the Templar, she does have that natural the natural way of farming faster with the side blades, so you know she is supposed to be ahead, but at what point in time does it have to start to be a bit concerning for the side of Ravens? Mid lane, we have an engagement. That's going to be the coil drop, but up onto the high ground goes Analog. Theo the core in the area, able to support him. Still pumping out the damage, but here comes Gardic wrapping around. He's surrounded, though. This is going to be an Enchantress that falls very quickly. They're going to come forward, try to be able to bring down the Crystal Maiden, and they do. Meanwhile, they found the kill onto Dodd. Vitaly drops the Doom in the top lane. In the mid lane, they're still chasing onto Dismar. We had TP rotation coming in from Lumiere. Dismar gonna drop. 3 for 1 across the map.
At least in this game, even if Ravens don't get a nice early advantage, since they have a good team fight, they can still play the game afterwards. Like around 15-20 minutes, even if things go wrong, they can always just coil and use Snap Ultimate and get a kill. So it's easier for them to play from behind this game than the last game, but it's never great to play from behind. So yeah, Alliance just getting some kills. The kill on Slark I did not expect. It's not that easy to kill Slark with Doom, but Vitaly still got it. So yeah, Alliance showing why they are considered the favorite here. And look at the Ace farming. Oh my, that's sad. Now farming a huge stack. Yeah, Lumiere is so big.
And that's the thing that's kind of concerning to me, Pepe. Is that Lumiere is so big, and here comes that Mortimer Kisses play that you talked about, able to pop Analog.
Yeah, that's what you got, at least. Even if you lose early game, you can always just press R and kill people. So yeah, that's why it's usually good to have some team fight, because even if you are not in a good shape, you can always try something. So yeah, really important to kill this Tusk, because every single time Ravens tried, it did not work well. So hallelujah.
Hallelujah indeed. And now this Analog Tusk is the last of the cores in net worth. And this Tusk, man, I feel like, so he's 0-2 in 3. He's not really been able to set up a whole bunch of kills. Now he's going to maybe look to correct that, as they have 3 heroes moving up towards the top lane, up towards Dodd on the Slark. Meanwhile, Lumiere finds out Dismar and just rips Dismar to shreds. PP now going to find Dodd, as well as Sarah in the area. Guarded gets cut to shreds.
And they probably know you wanted up there. They may try to burst Slark here.
We have Doom available. Oh, but he goes into his cloud. You can't doom him from here. You need the Aghanims. Oh, the arrow, though. The arrow connects. They found it. They have the snowball as well as the Doom. This is going to be the death of the Slark. The freezing field trying to buy him space, but the space cannot be bought. And now turning their attention onto Vitaly. They've already picked up Theo Liqueur. Analog throwing out some spells, but it's not going to be enough. It's a double kill for PP.
Okay, at least Puck got those kills. I mean, it's really important to kill Doom. We know how he likes to free farm, but Slark died. That arrow. I was like, okay, Slark's fine. He's looking at the enemy. He knows where everyone is. He can just go in and go out. But no, he got arrowed by Chalicor. Again, Chalicor with the clutch plays. An easy kill. Even though Puck got those 2 kills, it's not enough. Slark didn't have a good early game and he's still dying, even though he has his ultimate already. And again, Doom is not good against Slark. It's not that great. If Slark can't run to a fog, okay, he's good, but usually you have a lot of fog on Dota. So usually Doom is not great against Slark. It's not what we are seeing here.
That is not what we're seeing here, man. The Doom, he was able to pick up a solo kill onto Dodd earlier, and now he was able to cast the Doom. And I mean, really though, I feel like a lot of that kill has to go out to Theo Liqueur, who's just been the skill shot champion so far today, man. First game with that clockwork, game number 2 with this arrow on the Mirana. As now we have a 3-man smoke up.
They are trying to contest mid, but I mean, it's not that. Ooh, Charlie Core, great reaction. I mean, I would say it's not that easy to kill Mirana, but if you can get her by surprise, it's a free kill. But Charlie Core is paying attention. I mean, he's my student, of course he's paying attention.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire are scanning.
Sieging onto the top tier 1 tower. No TP rotations in sight. Instead, they're going to try to focus their aggression onto this mid tier 1 tower. Binjaz finally deciding to complete the wheel, circle his way to the mid tier 1 tower. Now that he has the helm of the Overlord in tow, you can see they're maybe looking to set up a defense for the Radiant side, but they're not bringing the big heavies. And with that, they're able to take down this tower. The supports just had to look and watch. TP's up towards the top lane, maybe trying to set up a play onto Vitaly.
Yeah, they tried, but Slark screwed it. He tried to pounce on Doom from Fog, but he missed his target. So now Vitaly can just go back. Yeah, good tower to get on mid. I mean, you have Beastmaster, it's expected. As soon as he has his Helm of the Overlord, it's a free tower. So let's see what Ravens can do now with this space they have. They're looking at Analog bottom lane.
They found Analog. Quelling
Yeah,
blading his way through the trees, and Sarah not able to close that distance. He's going to TP himself to the mid lane where there is action happening as they're going in. On to Gardic. Gardic making things difficult. That's going to be the ultimate from Dodd. Dodd, the arrow coming through from Theo Lacour, not able to connect. The Doom comes out. Vitaly with the Doom from the Moonlight Shadow. They found the Slark. The Slark goes down. Freezing Field is on the field of play. All they've been able to bring down is Gardic so far. Oh, that's a big kill. They got Lumiere. They brought down Lumiere. The three it have cost them. Vitaly now looking like the next to fall. The arrow, it's going to connect as Analog. He's trying to get himself away. Blink forward from PP. Now they're turning aggression onto Analog. Waning Rift Silence. He can't snowball his way to safety. Whirling axes from Binjaz do the bit, as that's a 4-for-3 trade.
At first, a great play by Alliance. As soon as Analog saw Crystal Maiden and Beastmaster bottom lane, he instantly TP'd mid and was like, okay, they don't have 2 heroes here. Let's fight mid. And Alliance instantly go. I mean, that's really well played. But Ravens had the answers. Yeah, great Crystal Maiden ultimate, just getting Lumiere on that. Because at first it looked like a free fight for Alliance, but since Crystal Maiden has such a huge ultimate, could deal all this much damage, and Puck is doing some work. And like our panel said, this Alliance don't have the greatest draft to kill Puck. I mean, you can start with Doom or with Tusk, but it's not the greatest. So yeah, if PP has a nice game, maybe he can carry this, even though Islak's dying. It's not that easy to kill Puck here. What a fight by Ravens. They needed that, and now straight for Roche.
Yeah, you know, I mean, really, I feel like it largely comes back to that freezing field that you pointed out, man. She was able to hide in a little crevice, and it was like the TA didn't know whether to go in and to get out, and then by the time she decided to get out, there was already the puck on top of her head.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a really good fight for Alliance. They did the right call, I think. It's just CM did some work. Now they got Roche, like gets a free kill on Mirana. Yeah, Ravens, it looked like the things were not going well. Now they are back on the game. I mean, Templar is still pretty farmed, but Puck is getting big. And I think it's a good Puck game.
Oh, talking about the Puck. We have found out Analog cookie forward, whirling axes. PP able to pick up the kill.
Yeah, that's scary. When Puck has such a good game, things get really, really scary. Because Zero is so hard to kill, so squish, so weird. Squish is not the word. It's so weird to kill a Puck. So yeah, PP may carry this. I mean, he's doing it right now.
Yeah, I'm starting to get worried for the Alliance fans in the chat, for at least for this game number 1 or game number 2 rather. As PP on the back lines diving onto Theo Lacour. Theo Lacour is going to go down.
Yeah, that's what happens when Puck is feeling good. Just keeps on jumping around and killing supports. I mean, Alliance needs BKB on Templar. Oh, Lumiere is not going for BKB, he's going for a Hurricane. Okay, it's good against Lark. It's really good, but I don't know. I'm a little afraid of no BKB against Crystal Maiden, Snapfire Puck. Doom needs his BKB. He went for Blink Dagger first. That's not a usual build these days.
Lumiere is under vision. They saw her go into that meld. They're going to drop the coil. They're going in, trying to turn it around with the meld, but the Mortimer Kiss is raining on her head. Down goes the Templar Assassin.
I mean, both these games just looking the same. The game is kind of even, going for one side, and suddenly just weird things start happening, and one team simply dominate the map. Now Ravens get a tier 2 tower at 90 minutes. Yeah, it's really early. Get the mid tier 2. It's not an easy tower to get. Yeah, what a great snowball the Ravens are doing after that mid team fight.
The power of this Beastmaster push is definitely being felt as they're just eating up all of the map here. And Dodd has the Aghanim Scepter complete, working his way towards the shard. Going to TP himself up to the top lane. He wants to find Analog. Bounce 1, bounce 2, bounce 2 connects. As he's sapping stats away from Analog. Analog looking for the TP. Do they have any way to cancel? Not in time.
Yeah, now it's straight splitting the map. Analog was going for the Deso, and he realized, no, I need a BKB. Things are not going well. So yeah, I think Alliance should wait for both Doom and Tusk BKB, and then you try a fight. Even though Lumiere is not going for BKB, he's going for Hurricane Pike, he can... I mean, I think maybe Hurricane Pike is enough for him to survive a fight. While he gets a free kill on Snapfire. He is such a strong hero right now.
Lumiere showing there is still fight in this dog.
Yeah, they need BKBs, that's it. Hurricane Pike on Lumiere and BKBs on Zoom and Tusk, and I think they are ready to try to fight. Oh, never mind, Lumiere. Close. Lumiere gave up on his Hurricane Pike, he's going for BKB. I think both are good. If he went for Hurricane Pike, okay, you have an answer for Slark, but you don't for Puck. And with BKB, you kind of have an answer for both.
So do you imagine there to be a Hurricane Pike coming out after the BKB for Lumiere? Or do you think that would be too defensive, going with two defensive items back-to-back?
I think it's fine. It's like Draw. I mean, TA has a lot of damage. I don't think it's a problem to go some defensive items. I think he can go for Hurricane. While Raven's trying to do a smoke play, while PP is keeping bottom. He wants to get a free kill on Theolicor.
Oh, coming on in. Theolicor, not a chance to get away. Held
even
with place.
So much damage. Puck is a funny hero. Usually in Puck games simply don't work out and she's just trying to survive. But when Puck has a good game, it's so hard to play against it. Just keeps running around the map with so much damage, killing everyone. You are not safe anywhere. So yeah, PP is feeling himself right now.
Yeah, I will say that Puck is... I feel like Puck is one of the more fun heroes to play in the game of Dota 2. When you're having a good game on Puck, you just almost feel like a god, you know?
Yeah.
Just like dipping in and out of team fights, just wreaking havoc all over the map. And, you know, she really is an interesting hero composition, an interesting hero. Oh, we have a snowball forward coming in, trying to pop the Crystal Maiden. They're going to leave her behind as their smoke play got caught out. But no, moving forward with the Doom. We have found it out. Onto the Slark.
No
the Slark,
up.
though, able to retreat, getting himself into the high ground. Maybe a little bit of an overextension by the Doom. And now they're going to try to turn this around. There's going to be the coil out onto the Doom. The Mortimer Kiss is raining on top. Are they able to reach? It doesn't matter. PP has the damage to burst him to shreds. And now the chase continues. He has a haste rune on this Puck, but he's going to decide not to dive tier 3 towers. Just let's bring a creep wave. No, we're going to TP up top. We know there's a hero up here. It is Gardic. Waning Rift.
Just wants to push.
Getting some heals. Forward. Right? He just wants to push, do his thing. As Force Staff trying to go for the TP away. Oh, no.
Ouch.
Not quite able to do it.
Yeah, I think in this last fight we saw the problem about Doom against Slark. I mean, it was a great Doom, but you had no follow-up. Vitaly was not able to use his War Stomp to stop both Beastmaster and Slark. And then Slark just has to disengage once. If he disengages once after he's doomed, okay, he's on fog, he's fine. He can wait to fight. That's the bigger problem about Doom against Slark. So yeah, now we are seeing why both us and the panel was not really into that Doom pick.
Seeing the negative side of the pickup. As, yeah, man, I mean, that I think he just got a little bit excited, you know? It's like, hey, this is the go. I see him. I'm going to blink. I'm going to do it. And then he looks at his mini map and he's like, oh, dadgummit.
If
Golly
he
dang,
landed
man, my friends are
his...
nowhere near.
Yeah, if he was able to land his War Stomp, okay, I think the Alliance could reach them, but Beastmaster is... He didn't land his War Stomp, and Beastmaster with his ultimate just disengaged and all fine. Yeah, I think it was close. If he had landed that War Stomp, I think that was a kill on Slark and a one team fight. But since it didn't land, that was a lost team fight. That's life for you.
Yeah, and I mean that is the reality of Dota 2, isn't it? Where it's just these smallest minutia in a team fight make the difference between a won and a lost fight.
Minutia? I never heard the word before.
It's the very small differences.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful word. I'll try to start using it.
I believe in you, buddy. I know you can do it.
Okay,
SPB gonna throw out the orb, get himself up to the high ground, not gonna jaunt to it, just trying to scout with it. Moonlight Shadow coming out from the side of Alliance. They have the Hawk out, gonna get rid of it, but that does kind of reveal location in its own way.
I mean, Alliance is always well positioned when they are expecting an enemy smoke. They usually don't get surprised by smoke. So yeah, again, great position. Ravens tried to do something, but Alliance was really well prepared for the Beastmaster's Hawk and all that play from Ravens. But yeah, now Alliance have their BKBs. I mean, now they're a little bit more ready to fight. And yeah, they instantly smoke out and do try something. Yeah, they need to win the next team fight, or Puck and Slark will just go out of control. Even though Slark's not rich, he's really poor. But we all know what happens when you lose a team fight against Puck and Slark and you don't have that many stuns. It's really hard to catch up.
Very defensive posturing on the smoke, and you can see the circle drawn. They know exactly where the side of Alliance currently is hiding. Roshan will be available in 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Yeah, now both teams ready for Roach. Both teams have their ways to look at the enemy. You have Mirana and Enchantress on one side, you have Beastmaster on the other, and Alliance smoked, but I think Beastmaster's Hawk saw it.
I think so.
Yeah, that's not good for Alliance.
Oh, we're gonna go in. We have a go. There. Oh, but the Savage Roar through the BKB, preventing the Doom from coming out. He's gonna use it on the Beastmaster, who's already dumped his kit. He's used the spells he wanted to. This is a bit of a bungle. As how now Don coming forward onto Lumiere, using his BKB, trying to run the Mortimer Kisses. Not able to get anything done here, as now they have found Analog. PP on the side, as that is going to be the death of the Analog. Now force that forward from Sarek, trying to find maybe a Frostbite. Not quite able to find the distance here.
And again,
now they control the triangle.
Yeah, and that's really huge. I don't know, Roche will spawn soon, both teams know that. And as soon as Doom jumps, like he jumped before and was like, yeah, that's a good start. They got Puck, but he was not able to use his ultimate on Puck. So Beastmaster insta-ulted him, not letting him move and cast his Doom. And that's a fight for Ravens. Even then, Doom just used his ultimate on Beastmaster because like, yeah, I have no target to aim it, and then Beastmaster simply buyback, and that's a fight for Ravens. Yeah. Again, great posturing by Ravens, not letting Doom has that free start. I mean, I think Vitaly waited a little bit too much because he had his stun on Puck and he was like, yeah, I will use all my stun, then I will Doom him. But Beastmaster was ready for that. And now Roche is really close for Ravens. Yeah, that's a problem.
Benjaz has really been on point with these Savage Roars.
Really fast.
I mean, twice now he's been able to save his core's life with a quick, well-timed, well-placed Savage Roar. As with that range creep, they were able to scout out the fact that Roshan's being done, but they have no answer for it at this current point in time. So this is going to be Roshan number 2 going the way of Ravens, who are looking to maybe secure one of their few seldom victories in this DPC tour number 1, having a very, very good game here, Pepe.
Yeah, now we have Slark with his Agony Shard. was really hard to kill Puck, and now it's almost impossible. I mean, I think Alliance has damage because they have Doom, they have Tusk, they have Templar Assassin. Those 3 heroes do a lot of damage, but with Agony, Shadow, and Slark, it's so hard to catch on Puck. And even Slark, it's hard to jump on him as well. So yeah, game's not looking good for Alliance.
Scans, both scans were correct. They found their targets. So the Moonlight Shadow and away for the Radiant side. Meanwhile, the Dire, they're just going to farm up all of this area that has now been vacated, as they're just keeping a pretty good stranglehold on the map. Only the TA is able to get out and find farm at this current point in time. And this Analog Tusk is just falling deeper and deeper behind, as Vitaly going to use the BKB to TP himself out of the bottom lane. But this Analog Tusk, dude.
Yeah, they're all trying to buy some time, as Alliance knows the game is not good right now. It's not that easy to split against Puck. So easy for Puck to catch on you, but both Analog and Vitaly have their BKB, so they both will just keep on playing on side lanes, trying to buy some time for Templar Assassin. But yeah, Templar Assassin is farming pretty well, but she's the only one. So you need that space for Alliance. So I like how both Vitaly and Analog are playing. They are doing the right call.
Analog very deep, putting some pressure onto this tier 2 tower. Meanwhile, they are placing the siege, setting up the troops around the tier 3 towers here. We do have an Aegis of the Immortal on the Slark.
Oh, and Doom now has his level 15 talent where he can devour ancient creeps. So yeah, say bye-bye to your Hammer Overlord, this master.
Oh,
free kill, okay.
Able to get a free kill.
I mean, Lumiere has Daedalus, so yeah, he had a lot of damage. It's pretty simple to kill those heroes.
Who?
Lumiere.
I thought for a second Gardic was gonna get caught out again, but able to get the TP away.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he gotta do, just keep on splitting. And I think, again, Alliance, if they are able to start the team fight, have a good jump, yeah, they have the burst. But it's not that easy to that. We watched it already twice where Doom tried, but he got insta-countered by this master. If Alliance has the right jump, yeah, they have a game. And the advantage is not that big by Ravens. Only 4K, I mean, mainly because Lumiere is having a good game, but only 4K net worth is not that much. It's just hard to kill both Slark and Puck. That's really hard to do. You can itemize to solve that problem, but still, it's not easy.
About 80-20 is the split on the win probability, and now Dottie has found Gardic out. Moonlight Shadow is going to be committed. Still coming forward. The Pounce connects. The Force Staff pushing him to safety. Just forcing out these cooldowns.
What was the win probability?
80-20.
You know that's wrong, right? It's 50-50.
It's always 50-50, buddy.
Yeah.
But the 50 for Ravens is looking a lot stronger right now than the 50 for Alliance.
Yeah, you get it. I mean, not a lot stronger, but yeah, it's stronger. Definitely stronger. I do agree with that. I mean, they have the map. They are farming more right now. So yeah, they can keep on doing that, just making Alliance stay back. But I think Alliance is doing a good job. Mainly Analog and Gardic. Both just sitting on top. Look at Analog. He's just... Oh, okay. Never mind, he didn't tip it out. He was really afraid.
Yikes.
I mean, you never know if Beastmaster is looking at you or not.
Oh, I know the Dot is looking at the Enchantress right now. The Mortimer Kiss is even being expended here, but the Force Staffs. Force Staff meta saves lives, boys and girls.
Yeah. I mean, that's really important, Allies. They are able to get some farm, not much, but some farm and they are not dying. It's really important to... I mean, if you die on a side lane, like pushing really far, the creep wave's not bad. I mean, but you'd rather not die. So yeah, Alliance doing a really good job not dying in this situation.
This'll come in handy.
And still farming.
And I mean,
yeah, that's some good job.
Yeah, and with the way that Dodd and PP have been playing this game, not dying is a lot harder than what it sounds like. I mean, it sounds simple. It just sounds like the old advice, get good, you know? But, I mean, in a game like this, it's very difficult to get out on the map, to find farm, and to not find yourself being just shark bait, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, and you are against Puck, you're against Beastmaster, you're against Lark. It's so easy to get kills around the map with this 3-core. But I think Alliance is... I mean, they are not able to farm that much, so yeah, Raven is increasing their advantage, but still, I think Alliance is doing a good job trying to split up the map and not getting caught by those heroes that are really good at catching people around the map.
Are scanning.
And now Alliance trying to play. Yeah, but this scan is perfect for Ravens.
Scan. Dearie me, the scan.
Now, all Alliance wants is a good jump. If they can fight Puck or Slark with Doom jumping and everyone jumps on those heroes, yeah, you get a free kill. But till now they were not able to find it.
And they had to play defensively for a good 5 minutes while they waited on the Aegis to expire. Said Aegis expired a minute and a half ago, as we are 1 minute and 35 seconds away from knowing when Roshan will respond. Oh, that is going to be a coil. The Murderer Kisses in the mid lane. They found Gardic. They're finally able to bring down Gardic, and Dot is immediately going to pounce himself back out of the base. There is buyback on the Enchantress should they feel the need to use it.
I mean, while that was happening, Beastmaster was getting the tier 3 bottom tower. So yeah, a good play by Ravens. And again, it's that coil plus Snapfire ultimate. It's so strong, so easy to get killed on supports. So yeah, they got that kill on mid, they got some damage on bottom tower. And now they are sitting on the enemy triangle, and Alliance knows that, so they are trying to go from behind. Yeah, I like that Alliance play. Let's see if they can find anything.
With the deep wraparound play here.
Yeah, those are the words that we're searching for.
God, my Shadow, Infernal, the Doom. We did it. We've got it. We've killed this Lord.
That's what, and he was not expecting, because he had the gem. He was trying to, I mean, did he? Yeah, he had the gem. So he was trying to get those free Templar traps. So he clearly was not expecting that deep wrap
Savage
around.
Roar onto Gardic. They
Alliance
must have their revenge. But oh god, they are the Alliance. They're coming in onto this engagement. And it's going to be the death of the Crystal Maiden. Vitali coming forward as well as Analog. So I thought they were instead. We're just going to farm the Ancient creep that is here. And a disconnect for FPS issues. At least it's not DDoS this time. If you DDoS somebody, you're a punk.
Yeah, you are. I mean, that play from Ravens was kind of risky. I mean, they were looking at Alliance because they have this deep triangle ward, but it's still so risky to just simply jump on Enchantress, kill her, and want to leave. That could have went so wrong. I mean, you have Beastmaster, he does his stuff and he keeps on running. Puck is really good doing that. But imagine if Tusk jumped on Beastmaster or Puck. That would be a disaster for Ravens. So risky. Such a risky play to kill just Enchantress. I mean, it's good to kill the enemy support when you don't want to fight, because it's like that, because Alliance will not be able to get so much map as they would if Enchantress was up, but still so risky. And that's how you throw games, so yeah, Ravens has to look out for it.
Maybe this is that moment that we talked about that always just kind of seems to happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not.
South America loves those plays. Those risky plays that are really not worth it, but they still go for it. Yeah, it's such a South American classic.
You know, and maybe that's what separates the Beast Coast and EGs of the world from these teams like Ravens, where it's just like they have really mastered that style of SA Dota, right? To where they know when to take these the risks become more calculated risks and less just like run at you crazy risks. As it is going to be Roshan number 3 that does respond 10 seconds before the Crystal Maiden could be here. We're going to come in with the tag team. The Hawk coming through, but immediately is going to get so fast is this Roshan. And that is going to be Roshan number 3 going the way of Alliance. They are still in this game, boys and girls.
Yeah, they are, and Lumiere is so strong. I mean, he has the Swift Blink with Daedalus, so weak, so easy to kill people. Now with Aegis, he don't need to wait. He can just go in and try to kill a support early on in the fight. You don't have to wait for Doom to find the perfect jump. It's so easy for him. And yeah, Vitaly with his Refresher Shard. Yeah, Alliance is... Maybe they are back on this game. Is Alliance back? All the fans around the world are rooting for that.
Is Alliance back? As there is a 5-man smoke from Ravens.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Moonlight Shadow. A bunch of wards get dropped. Everybody has vision in this area now.
A Moonlight Shadow, what a skill. This skill is so strong. It's so hard to fight against that. Because, I mean, even though Ravens want to do something, they don't know where Alliance is because of that Moonlight Shadow. So hard to play against
Arrow thrown
Mirana.
out. Oof. You can feel the tension. I thought they were gonna go.
Yeah. At least for Ravens, Alliance didn't place any deep wards on top jungle. I mean, they placed that ward that they are just sitting around, but no deep ward, so it's kind of hard for Ravens to for Alliance to go in. So they just respect, go back, and now they look at Ravens heroes on mid. They will go back to pressure top lane.
That is going to be glyph used. The glyph will refresh as soon as this tower goes down. Feels like this team fight could be a very big one. If it does, both teams posturing themselves for a team fight here. BKB, or the Aegis of the Immortal, is still available for 3 minutes on the Templar Assassin. That is going to be the tier 2 tower that falls, and with that, maybe Alliance just try to get out of here. They have accomplished their goal. And again, we're going to have some issues.
They may just sit around the ward they have on the cliff and just wait. Wait for Ravens to move, and then you see what happens. I mean, actually not. Alliance has to go back because of their mid and bottom lane. But yeah, maybe just stay still a little bit around this ward, wait for Ravens to make a mistake, and then get a free team fight. You have both ways of... You can do both. I mean, wait for a bit, and then you TP back if no one shows. And Tusk is back.
Man, and now, with the plays that have been happening on the map, I just checked the win probability, the Ice Frog Index, and it's trending back towards an actual proper 50-50 engagement here.
Yeah, and how could you say 80-20? That's a mistake, because it's the odds of winning the game, not how the game is right now. So it's always 50-50. The 80-20 was lying to us. Never trust it, boys.
Never trust the Ice Frog Index, kids. You heard it from Guipepe.
No, wait. Trust Ice Frog. Don't trust those odds. That win probability. Don't trust that.
Trust him, just not his index. I got it. I'm with you. I'm with it. No worries.
But look at Ravens right now. They are kind of scared because they don't see Alliance on the map. They have no clue where Alliance is. They know that Alliance didn't get the southwest outpost, so maybe Alliance is at top. They are not sure. Now they see Templar Assassin bottom, and yeah, they are feeling a little bit better to go out on the map. Lumiere is looking for a Vice right now. I like that build.
I just saw that.
Yeah, your answer for Puck and Slark. Okay, Puck has her Lincoln Sphere, but still.
And it looks like Mirana is going for the same thing.
Yeah, that's what you do. You buy some time so you are able to itemize to answer those heroes, and then it's way easier to fight. I think Alliance is doing a great job playing from behind. Now they are not playing from behind anymore, but they did a great job playing from behind. I mean, you can blame Ravens, because they have the good heroes to get those pickups around the map. Or you can just say, yeah, Alliance just did a good job, or Ravens did a poor job. It's your choice.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I prefer not to flame. I prefer to award people or you know, whatever, people who are trying hard and doing a good job. I think that they should be commended. And I mean, Alliance, they really did a good job playing when their feet were to the flame here. I mean, it was a solid 20 minutes that they were on the back foot. And now they're to the point that we have a 1K net worth advantage in the favor of Alliance.Latam. as well as the Aegis of the Immortal for another 44 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's the right call to commend people when they are doing a good job, but I simply love flaming. So yeah, I have those both sides on me.
Got the angel and the devil on your shoulder debating which way to go.
Usually flaming wings, but yeah. And now Alliance has the control of the game, and Raven's back at their base while Puck keeps on doing Puck's things. I mean, it's way easier for Puck to do what Tusk and Doom were doing before. So yeah, even though now Alliance is feeling good, still they have a Puck to deal with.
Alright, so Aegis of the Immortal is gone. Maybe this is a time to try to make a play for the side of Ravens.
Yeah, they will go slowly. First they go to their ward. No, they will not. They smoked. Okay, they want to go in. Yeah, that's the time. No Aegis. You may have an opening. Yeah, and Lumiere has his Scythe of Ice. Let's go. Let's see how is the jump here from Ravens. Again, Alliance is always in a good position when the enemy smokes. And they smoke as well.
Oh, 5-man smoke on 5-man smoke. Blinking forward.
Great
we have a
coil.
coil onto the back lines. Great coil indeed. The Slark, he's in. They've already brought down Gardic. Now, focusing his attention. The freezing field is there as well. The Doom being brought down. No Doom to be used in this engagement. And no buyback on the Doom. That's 70 seconds. And now they're chasing.
Huge.
Who else have they caught? They caught Analog. Analog does have buyback.
That was so huge. It's like just went in for Doom with his ultimate, with his Egg Shard. I mean, Doom couldn't even press his ultimate on anyone. So yeah, now without buyback, Ravens, maybe they got this game. They're really close to winning after this fight. They can maybe they can get 2 sides. Maybe, yeah, that's really huge.
I didn't get to see the Scythe of Ice used in that engagement either. Felt like Lumiere just didn't really get a chance to have any sort of presence.
Yeah, they got mid, and now maybe they can get bottom as well, even though there is 45. 20 seconds to now, only the tower thing. Get the tower and go back. Yeah, but that's huge. You don't have to care anymore about mid lane. You will always push itself. Oh, they're staying. Okay. That's a little bit risky, but not yet. Yeah, it's fine.
They're just going to get it before Analog even comes back alive. And the Tusk had buyback the entire time, but deciding without the Doom, it wasn't even worth the attempt. So that is going to be 2 lanes of Barrack.
I was afraid by Ravens because it's so easy to overextend this push on the bottom. It's so easy to get, okay, we got this tower, maybe we can get Rex. It's so easy to overextend and just lose the fight, but yeah, they had the time, so they did it. And I heard a BKB. Oh, Lumiere pressed his BKB. No, Lumiere. Just testing. See if it's working. I mean, he tested already because second time he used, but just to be sure.
Well, he pressed it a little hard the first time, so he was just trying to make sure that he didn't break it by pressing it so hard. So that the next time around, it'll be okay, you know, when he actually needs it. I understand.
I agree. Yeah, I think he made the right play.
Clumsy. Production tells us that he switched the item placements.
Just ignore him. No, just ignore him. You'll be better off if you ignore him. He is right, but just ignore him.
Just ignore the bosses.
Yeah.
Again, just sound sage wisdom coming from Guipepe.
Yeah, man. Just listen to me when I say those stuff. But yeah, now at first, Ravens was feeling really good. No, at first, Alliance was feeling really good, putting pressure. Then Ravens started winning some team fights, so Alliance had no opening to start a fight, and we were like, okay, Ravens got this. And then suddenly Alliance comes back on the game, and they are dominating the map. And the Ravens get a single fight where they kill Doom without buyback, and yeah, super creeps both sides, and now Ravens feeling good. That's South American Dota. You never know who's going to win.
You know what I mean? I still feel like I have no idea who's actually going to win this game.
Yeah, I do agree, because it's a little bit hard for Alliance to start, even though they have the Scythe of Ice, both from Miran and Templar Assassin. They need to have the right jump, and now this is not the right jump.
Oh no, the Savage Roar comes out. The Mortimer Kiss is raining down onto the Doom, but the Doom, he does have the Guardian Greaves as well as his BKB going. He has the Aghanims as well.
Oh,
the Doom
no,
he's
that's
gonna
not
use onto himself, but there's nobody around. No Guipepe.
Okay, he has the refresher shard. He used it. Now Alliance wants to go in again. But yeah, not the greatest jump. I mean, they tried, but Beastmaster was looking at Doom, so he instantly ulted him. It's like tried to engage, but it's like, nah, he's too tanky. I not seeing the enemy team because Alliance did a good job countering the Cliff Ward. So yeah, it's, I mean, now Doom has only one BKB, one ultimate. Let's see if he can make the jump. Because that jump was not the greatest. I mean, that's what he could do, but still not the greatest. And Alliance now has to watch out for creeps inside their base. So yeah.
Oh, and they know that Lumiere is back defending. So maybe gonna see an attempt to get aggressive here. They're definitely controlling the Roshan pit. Roche will not be up for another 20 seconds.
And it's so easier to control this area when you have super creeps mid and bottom. You don't have to watch out for creeps equilibrium. While Alliance has to always go back to defend. So yeah, it's so easy for Ravens. Let's see if Alliance tries engage. I mean, they may smoke and try to go around. They have a little bit of time, but not that much. Because look at bottom lane. The creeps are coming. Yeah, Alliance is going in. Oh, Lumiere.
Oh, Lumiere blinking in. He's going to seal the Arcane Rune, but he does get caught by the coil, the 4 staves, double 4 staves. But, oh, blinking onto the back line. Stormcrafter from Gardic, trying to keep himself alive. Come get healing indeed. The Mortimer Kisses raining down, but they're not going to connect. But meanwhile, Roshan comes up, and they're starting to move into the pit. Arrow's going to scout that out.
Yes, Alliance fighting against time. Look at bottom. Creeps are inside their base, so yeah, they have to jump soon if they want to. Yeah, the instant smoke and they're going in.
5-man smoke. We're gonna go in here. Blinking in. He's gonna Doom himself. But again, the Savage Roar from Benjaz countering out this Doom hero. But they were able to find the Snapfire. Snapfire immediately gonna buy back. Crystal Maiden next to fall. No buyback on Sarah. Roshan is available, but they're just waiting out this Doom timer. Now Doom is gone. What can the Doom do? We're going to blink up to the high ground. The Lincolns is popped. The Scythe of Ice onto Benjaz. Benjaz does go down here. 80 seconds without Benjaz. Benjaz going to buy back. Come into the engagement. Dismar being hunted upon. PP going to come in. Oh, Stormcrafter, yet again, little Shredder, pump it out onto the Doom. There is going to be the coil that's dropped, but then they have lost 3 in this engagement. 4 lives total if you include the buybacks.
And it's like, let's fight.
Here comes Dodd. The pounce onto the backlines. Gonna find Gardic. Immediately popping, but a good blink from Lumiere. Able to get out of dodge. Oh, the bash is there. Dodd, he has to use the ultimate. The 4 staffs trying to get him to safety. Lumiere surrounded. Lumiere brought down. Death of Lumiere. He's gonna buy back. Come back into the engagement as PP goes beyond godlike with the kill of the Mirana. Do we look to defend? Lumiere is looking like he's trying to come back into this engagement as they have sent Gardic back to the base to defend.
Puck is doing so much work here on those fights. Alliance not able to jump on it. I mean, the first jump was right. Vitaly just going in. Puck almost got it, but the fight just went to the other side, so Puck could disengage. And then Alliance got some kills, but they were so deep on Raven's map, and while their base was where some creeps dominated. They are going for Roche.
You sneaky sneaks.
Okay, I like this. I like that.
You sneaky sneaks. Going for the Roshan, but Benjaz gonna come in, pop the BKB, throw the ultimate, and here comes Dodd as well. 4-staff gets to the other side of the pit, but PP into his loving arms. He's pumping out the damage, but Lumiere still staying alive. The Hex is out onto the puck. Meanwhile, the Doom has used the Doom in the mid lane, but PP, he's chasing down. Lumiere goes into meld. He's still alive. Lumiere is still alive.
Is that?
No, now finally they bring him down. Meanwhile, Vitaly able to clean up Benjaz and the Crystal Maiden, but Dodd, he's coming forward. He wants to hunt. He wants to find Analog. He wants to find Gardic. They're all gonna TP away.
I mean, I love that jump by Alliance. Didn't work out, but I love that play. Like, okay, we have no time. Let's simply go in. And great answer from Ravens. Getting that kill on Lumiere, getting Roche. Who got Aegis? Oh, Tusk got Aegis, actually. Never mind.
Tusk got Aegis.
Yeah, now Lumiere is dead for a long, long time, and it's time for Ravens to end this. Let's go for a third game.
go next, says Pepe, as the Walrus kickback, as they're still trying to win this fight, but in the coil, as well as the Mortimer Kisses raining God's Fury down, able to bring them down to just analog soon to follow. GG's will be called, as we are going to a game number 3, Guipepe.
Yeah, here you go. I mean, now I don't think we are even able to say that the Doom pick was not great, because it had some plays. Alliance almost got this game. It was so close, actually. But we see why we didn't like it, because it was not that easy for Vitaly to jump in, get those jumps, those good Dooms. So yeah, he almost did it sometimes, but it was simply not enough. Both teams could have won this. This game was really, really close, but at the end, Ravens, I think it was easier for them to play their draft. And look at Pipe. I mean, 21-0 Puck. That's... yeah, it was hard for Alliance to kill Puck, but I didn't think it would be that hard. I mean, they didn't do it at all.
Not at all. And I mean, again, man, I mean, I know there was at least one play where the Doom was coming in. He was about to even Doom PP and probably bring down the puck, but Benjaz was just so quick with the fingers, able to get that Savage Roar off every single time. It felt like the Vitaly was trying to come in and get a play to happen. Yeah,
he had some good jumps, but Benjaz was always there to not let Vitaly do whatever he wanted to. So yeah, I mean, we all look at Doom's potential here, but it was so hard to do it. Because, yeah, I don't think it was worth the pick. Maybe Enigma was better, maybe. But at the same time, Alliance almost won this game. So who can say anything about the draft?
Yeah, I mean, well, I'll be interested to see what the panel has to say for it. I'll be interested to see, because I mean, these guys, they've been calling all these crazy picks. I mean, you just did it yesterday with the Shadow Demon call out, or 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, whenever it was. It feels like we're running all the time here. But yeah, man, I'll be interested to hear what they have to say about this draft and what will come to us in game number 3. But for now, we're gonna cut to a break before we go to Lil and the panel.